Connick Jr.?
Hello, Ellen. You know, you were talking about battening down the house with kids, and we have 3 kids, and my youngest is a year and a half, and they all, even the year and a half-year-old seems, they have candy. They come home with candy, and it keeps piling up and piling up and piling up. And when I was thinking about what you were talking about, everything has to be kind of locked up. We used to have like professional locks, like you buy them at the hardware store, like, or the baby store, the child locks.
Right.
But now we use the what do you call them? The hair thing. Y'all make
squinchies?
Yeah, like the hair. What do you call them? Squinchies or?
Those.
Yeah, like a regular, the old school, like your. Yeah, you know. I just want to see how long I could go before.
Yeah. You managed to make 20 people say scrunchies.
It's my daily goal.
Are you talking about like a rubber band, but it's
like a rubber band that you make ponytails
like
out
a ponytail holder.
Right.
Is there a real name for that, or is it? Can we call?
It's a sniglet.
Yes, it is. That's what it is. We need to look up the
like the black
for that.
stuff around the top of the ketchup bottle.
Yeah. It's not a barrette.
No, it's far from a barrette.
No. Well, it's not bar. It's a cousin of a barrette.
They're not even related.
Well, sure they are. They both hold hair. A barrette holds hair, and a ponytail holds hair. No, a ponytail doesn't hold hair. That is hair.
Well, like a glass holds water.
Yes.
And a truthful story holds water. But they're not related.
Well, now you're... And a shoehorn can help you put a shoe on, but you can't play it. I can do that, too.
I will have you know that I am an amateur shoehornist.
Really?
I can play the piano, and I'm also pretty darn good on the shoehorn.
I bet you are. I bet. What else do you play besides? Do you play other instruments?
You almost said guitar, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking you were James Taylor for a moment.
You know, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Pretty much piano.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole thing.
I was going to go on with that song with you.
I can remember the next. What's the next line?
I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend.
Find a friend, right?
Yeah.
And there's another line, and then you would have said that, and then I would have rounded it up with, and I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah. And then I would have said, I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
I think we should go on the road.
We should.
And form a little dance troupe called Pizzazz.
And wear black leotards.
Nope.
Oh.
You would be a touch of red. I'd be a touch of blue.
Oh, that's our names?
That's our names.
Uh-huh.
And we could do something like that.
We should.
I think it would be
And then we could do spoken word songs.
That's a contradiction in terms.
Yeah.
Or sung word poetry.
Yeah. Yes, we should.
Do you know that Ellen and I are both from New Orleans?
Yeah. Do you know, I don't know if you know this, my dad reminded me that my dad and your dad had a paper out together when they were kids.
That's unbelievable.
Did you know?
My wife Jill told me today, call your dad because he wants to tell you about Ellen's dad. And I didn't know that's probably what he was going to tell me, but I mean, how unbelievable is that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that they, you know, when they're doing their paper out, they're like, I bet one day our kids are going to be doing a talk show.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't that be weird if they really did say that to each other?
That'd be unbelievable. And then they got in a fight over who was going to be the host.
Yeah. I bet my kid will be the host.
That's right. No, my kid's going to be the host.
No, my daughter is going to sing and play tambourine.
My son's going to look like an idiot and play the shoehorn.
Yeah. You've done all right for yourself. I mean, seriously, you are... I've loved your music, and now look at you just parlaying all your talent into films. And
you make it sound like a poker game or something like that. What's my next move going to be?
Well, did you know you wanted to act? Because you were a musician. How did you all of a sudden start acting? Well,
I remember when I was about 20 years old, I was playing out in L.A. At a very small club, and somebody said, do you have any desire to be in a movie? And I said, sure, I'd like to try it. It turned out to be this movie called The Memphis Belle with a great ensemble cast. And it was incredible acting in it. I mean, really, really great people. And it was a chance for me to sort of learn and see what making movies was like. And I did it, and I just fell in love with it. And that was, you know, 15 years ago, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you've done very well. And you're so natural at it. You're so good, and you're funny.
Thanks.
You're naturally funny, so that helps a whole lot. So and you just did you just go back to New Orleans just last week?
Yeah, for Mardi Gras.
And how was that?
It was pretty great. It was pretty great. We have a parade every year called Orpheus, which is it's a parade that I started. I won't go into the long story, but it's the first parade that has people of all colors, and men and women can ride in the parade. If you can imagine, the history of Mardi Gras never had a parade that was inclusive of everyone, and I thought it would be a neat idea to do that.
Good for you.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. So Monday night, this past Monday night, we had the parade, and the parades are fun until there's a breakdown or somebody falls off a float or something is invariably going to happen. And this year we would have these breakdowns, and there's a certain novelty that wears off after a certain amount of time. When you stop in front of a group of people, there's sort of stages that happen to you as the person's up on the float. The first stage is, oh my God, you know, everybody's, they're stopping in front of us, they're gonna throw a lot of beads to us, oh, this is great, and that lasts for like a minute. And then the next minute, you can't keep throwing to the same people, and then you kind of start making eye contact with people to let them know that, hey, you know, I see you there, and I'm stuck here, and I can't do anything about it, but I'm gonna kind of, you know, wave to you individually. And then after you get to know like all 800 people in that block, they start to get downright angry. Because
you're not throwing anymore.
You're not throwing, and you're not, it's just very uncomfortable, and they start to throw some of the things back.
Back at you.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's just, it gets very uncomfortable, and then they turn mean. And then you can't wait for it to get rolling again. And sometimes you're stuck in front of the. It would be like if, you know, the great thing about a show like this is, you know, the guest comes out, and whether you like them or not, they're gone like after 10 minutes. So if you don't like them, that's great. And if you like them, then you know it's like, you know, leave them wanting more.
Right.
But in a Mardi Gras parade, when the float breaks down, it's just too much.
And you're stuck. Yeah, that's a horrible thing. That's why I haven't done that particular thing. Been on a float like that.
I asked Ellen if she would come ride in our parade.
I will at some point.
One day.
Yes, I will when I get a chance. We have to take a break, and as we go to break, I just want to say one more time hello to Adam Norton. You were actually going to sing a little bit later for us.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, what's going on with Will and Grace? Are you going to come back, or what happens to you?
We go back. I go back to film in about a month. They film about a month before the shows come on the air. They haven't told me anything about what's going to happen to my character or anything. They don't apparently trust me with any of that information.
So you don't know what's going to happen?
I really, really, really honestly don't know. They have a table read, like the week before the show when you start rehearsals. You sit around a table and you read the script, and that's when I find out, you know, if I'm going to live or die or, you know, hook up with Jack or whatever.
Could that happen? Is that a possibility?
I'm kind of hoping so, Ellen.
All right. Well, then I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thank you.
You're so good on the show. I hope you do stay on. I love watching you on
It's really fun. I felt like I didn't want to do it because the four of them are so amazing, and I felt like I was bringing something that didn't need to be on the show. So there's a part of me that really loves being around those four cast members, but there's another part that says, God, I can't wait till I'm off the show so I can go back to watching Will and Grace, the show.
You're great on there, but they are really
they're
really
so
great.
Talented. They're great people.
Hey, we got you a gift before you go, and also I know you just said hi to Donald Trump back there.
It was awesome. You're fired.
Yeah. You did a good one. All right. We never did finish finding out what you do with these things, but we got you a bunch of the scrunchies. And,
oh my God.
So. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called?
It's called, there's no name on here.
No, see?
You're supposed to know. This is exactly what we use when we wrap them around the cabinets. Yeah. So you can't get in.
But then you have to take them off. It's more work for you.
I don't know how to take them off.
That's
the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
My year-and-a-half-year-old has figured it out, and I'm the only one who can't eat when I'm alone in the house because I don't know how to access any of our food.
Right. Well, now you have all this stuff. I don't know what the hairbrush is for.
My God.
But anyway, we'll be right back. Donald Trump's going to be here. You'll sing.
Goodbye.